Hello, can everyone hear me? Yes, okay, great. Hi, happy Friday and happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to Bendy Backs. So today we're gonna need a couple of blocks and then a belt or something that you can tie in a loop, and maybe some pillows, because we can switch out blocks or books or water bottles for pillows. And on that note, let's get started. Just gonna make sure you can see everything. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start with jumping jacks. Okay. So do some jumping jacks. High knees. Kick your glutes. Stop. Little twist. Bend in the knees, bring your arms up. Slow it down. Roll your shoulders back. Roll. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And forward. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now the head. We're gonna side, and look. And then down and back. And when you put your head back, push your jaw forward to create an underbite. So down, 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 and down. Good. Now, stand in second position. Roll your shoulders back. Tilt your head to the left. Nice straight right arm and a flexed hand, fingers together. We're gonna lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Roll it back. Left arm is straight, flexed hand. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So you can stay standing. I'm just gonna show what the arms are doing here. So your arms are out to the side, flexed hands just like they were before. Now keep that shape, but bend in the elbows. Fingers are pointing towards you. Now we're gonna shrug the shoulders up and down. Up, down, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good, shake that out. Interlace your hands behind your back. You can give yourself a few little pulses. Good, and I'm gonna lower this now so you can see a little better. Good. There. Yeah. Okay. They're here. I think I overshot that video. Sorry. There. Okay. Here. Little pulse. Good, and then reach in between your shoulder blades with your left hand. Here, grabbing your left elbow with your right hand. Tuck your pelvis under, and we're leaning over to the right. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Shake that out. Guess we're warm now, huh? Good. Okay. So now take your hand across the chest, keeping your shoulders out of your ear here. You want to engage the hand, and we're going to rotate the thumb up and down. And switch. Good. Shake that out here. Let's meet in a reverse tabletop. Here. Well, not quite here yet. Seated, and then our fingers are facing away from us. We're just going to scooch forward to open up those shoulders. Good. Come out. And then we're just gonna kind of get right into the meat of it all. So to make sure this is all good. Okay. Good, so we're gonna kind of piggyback off of what we were working on last night in studio. It's a really great backs class. So we're gonna do 4 cat-cows. And then, this is the moment where you might wanna block or a book or something, but we're gonna be using a tool for engagement. Okay, so we're gonna drop, and on the cow, the cow, again with the jaw, push that jaw forward to open up the neck. So just 4 of those. So we're gonna round out for your cat. And then roll the shoulders down and back, push the jaw forward. And round. And drop, look up for 2. Round. Roll down, look up for 3. Round, 1 more. Round, look up for 4. Good, come to a neutral spine here for a moment. I'm gonna go to a diagonal so you can see everything. So we're gonna start, I'm gonna start with my left leg. You're gonna put the block between your left ankle and your left glute. And the drill is, we're gonna kick up and then bring it to the side for that sort of like a side frog. Here, back, and down. So we're trying to really engage the glutes here. Okay, ready? Up, to the side, back, and down for 1. Up, to the side, back, down for 2. Up, to the side, back, down for 3. Up, to the side, back, down for 4, up, to the side, back, down for 5, up, side, back, down for 6. Take that block out, flex the left foot, and cross it in front of your right knee here, and then just lean back and forward fold for a moment to counter that stretch here. Good, and up. Come back, other side. Here. So now we're doing the right ankle, right glute. Really squeeze that there. There we go. Here we go. And up to the side, back, down for 1. Up to the side, back, down for 2, up to the side, back, down for 3, up to the side, back, down for 4, up to the side, back, down for 6. Good, take that block out. Cross your right foot with a flexed foot over your left knee and lean back and forward fold. So hold that for a quick moment. There we go. Here. Good. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna just do a quick little lunge action just to get a little warm up. So if you want to meet me in a left leg lunge, just do a quick passive stretch here. Opening up that right hip flexor, so tucking the pelvis under. Good. Turn it out and face forward. Walk it over to the other side. And now we're in the right leg lunge. Good, maybe sit up, tuck that pelvis under. Really sink into that left hip flexor now. Good. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water here. All right. So we're gonna be using the wall a lot today. I actually just wanna make sure that you can see the wall appropriately here. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna be using it a lot. For the first moment, let's grab your loop band, whatever it is. Maybe it's a belt, maybe it's a robe. Oh, shoot. There. There. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. So can you see here? Yes. Perfect. And maybe here you might want pillows. We don't need the blocks quite yet. You might want pillows for your knees, maybe. You don't have to. But we want a nice wide loop for this one. So just nice wide loop. Okay, sit here. Maybe even a little wider, honestly. Okay, so you're gonna loop it around both ankles. And this isn't mandatory, but it's kind of nice if you're someone who bows the feet in like I do. We wanna get that loop around the feet. I think I chose a loop band that is not. So a straight line is okay too. I think my belt isn't wide enough. Okay, so we're gonna push our hips up, all like the hip bones all the way up to the wall. Okay? Now we're going to push in, and we want to keep the connection of our hip bones to the wall as we open the arms up wide and take just the chest or the upper back to an arch back. So I'll show you what that is. It's gonna be 1 and. Yes? So we're gonna do that 8 times. And also thinking of tucking the pelvis, squeezing the glutes, and pushing those hips forward. Okay, so here we go. 4, 8, and 7, and tuck the pelvis, squeeze the glutes. Try to even keep a rib on the wall. 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, 2 more. Whew. Try to remember to breathe as well. Here we go, 2. And up. And 1. And up. Come down, take a seat for a moment. I just want to make sure you can see everything. Okay. Yes, so very good. Just gonna consult my notes. Oh, yes, okay. Block in hands, elbows on the wall. Yes, 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 yes. So now, we don't need a wide loop. So take that same band. We want it to be shoulder width apart because we're gonna wrap it around our elbows. Okay. And so I'm just gonna show what that drill looks like really quick. I actually wanna make sure that you can see from a stand. Here, okay. So we're here, and here, maybe even slightly tighter than that, about there. We're gonna have it right at our elbows. Okay, oopsies. Silly. Okay, and then you're gonna take a block, a book, maybe a water bottle. Okay, I'll just do it from the knees here. So we are going to lift our arms up over the head. Here, place the elbows at the wall. Okay, and our elbows can be pretty bent here. Here, we're gonna try to get our chest to the wall. Here, and then our head is looking up. Sorry, it's hard to talk in the head. So we wanna be looking up, our elbows are bent, but we're staying completely parallel and in line with the width of our shoulders. So nice high elbows, and then arch, or walk the knees back, and then arch up. We're aiming for the chest to the wall. So the drill here is gonna be, we're just gonna tuck the pelvis and round, kind of like in our cat-cow, and then arch and look up for 1. And tuck the pelvis round, arch for 2. Tuck the pelvis and round out. Arch, look up for 3. Tuck the pelvis and round here. Arch, look up for 4. Tuck the pelvis and round. Arch for 5. Tuck the pelvis, 6. Arch and look up. Tuck the pelvis and round out for 7. Arch, look up. Last one. Round out. And arch and look up. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come out of that. Shake those arms out. Okay. So what we're doing with the band there is we're really trying to, I think I talk about this kind of a lot, we're really trying to recruit that anterior serratus muscle to wrap around so that your arm can settle into this little comfy little socket there. So we have more extension, more space to reach. If we don't quite get it in the right place, if the elbows bow out, then they kind of get stuck. So we're gonna be doing a bunch of stuff with trying to reach back, or like, the goal is like a needle grabbing the leg. But in order for that to ever happen, we need nice healthy elbows or shoulders into the elbows. Okay, so next, have your blocks nearby. And, okay, so we're gonna have the blocks nearby. I'll have them behind so you can see everything. And I wanna make sure you can see me. There. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do a similar one to the one that we just did. But this one I'm gonna adjust this just a bit here because it gets pretty specific with the standing bit. We don't need this and this yet, but we're gonna make, essentially, we wanna make a little pillow or a support for our chin. So we're gonna do this little chin pillow here, like this, but on the wall. So what that's gonna look like, I just wanna make sure you can see. Okay, and I'm gonna move this so you can, so there's contrast, okay? Good, good, good. So we're making the chin pillow here, right? We're gonna arch out here. And we're ideally trying to keep our heels stacked under our hips, okay? Here. Now, it's hard for me to talk in it, so I'm just gonna keep coming out and then showing you. We're gonna take a micro bend or a tiny little bend in the knees, and then as we straighten them, so like you'll notice as we bend the knees, the chest gets closer to the wall. So now we're gonna straighten the knees, and the chest, we're aiming for the chest to stay there. So I'm gonna show it without talking really quick. Okay, we're here, going out. Okay, tiny bend, and then straight. And then tiny bend, chest gets closer, straighten, the chest stays. One, two more. Tiny bend. Straighten the knees. And again. Slowly and gently come out of that. So you should be feeling it here or higher, well, and higher. So the mid back and higher. And that will mean you might have to play with the distance of your feet. Just make sure that you're not in a diagonal for that one, like here, right? Because the idea is even if it's just a micro movement, we're trying to get the chest closer and closer so that the arch starts to move up the back. Yeah. All right. So next, we're going to be doing just a quick hip flexor opener before we get to a bunch of the stuff on the wall. So I will show you that one on the back wall here. Okay. Keep all your tools close by. We're going into a 90 lunge. Okay. So I'm going to take my right shin up the wall here. And you want it relatively, like pretty close to the wall. Okay, on the other knee, we're not in our full lunge. For this one, you're as close to your back heel as possible, and the front one is at a 90-degree angle, or your knee is stacked over your heel. You might want to block for this, I don't know. So we are here. Okay, get closer. We are trying to get the hips parallel to the floor. We're going to tuck our pelvis under. Should be really feeling it in that quad area. Okay, if my left leg is forward, I'm gonna take my right arm high. I'm gonna lean over to the side just from the torso, right? So the hips and lower don't move. And then we're gonna open up our chest to the ceiling just for a count of 8. So here we go. 4, 8, and 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, squeeze the glutes, 2, and 1. Good, come up. Now we're gonna go into the full lunge here, and also now I'm gonna switch so you can see the next, everything else is what we're really getting into. Okay. So we were here. Now we're going here. For this one, you might want supports on either side of you, or at least ready. So we are here. We're squeezing the glutes under. We're trying to lift the chest a bit. We're trying to kick our booty with our heel. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're gonna go into a half split forward fold with a flexed foot. And then a wide lunge, so your front heel is slightly past your front knee. And we're gonna squeeze the glutes and arch back. Here, and then you're gonna try to kick your head. Even if it's just a little hiccup or a micro movement, like a little, we're aiming for that there. But also try to get that glute med or that back glute, well, both glutes, to participate here. Okay, so we're gonna do this a total of 6 times. Okay, here we go. So you're in that wide lunge. Take your supports, arch back, and then try to kick the head. Forward fold half split with a flexed foot. So that was 1. Arch back, squeeze the glutes, kick the head. Forward fold half split for 2. Arch back, kick the head. Forward fold half split for 3. Arch back, kick the head. Forward fold half split for 4. Arch back, squeeze the glutes, kick the head. 5. Well, this is 5. And last one. Here. Good, and slowly come out. We're gonna switch sides, but also I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. And then we'll meet in that 90-degree lunge on the other side. Wondering if we have like a better angle here. Yeah, I think that's better. There we go. Okay. So now we've got the left leg, the left shin up the wall. Okay. Left shin up the wall. Our booties are as close to our back heel as we can get it. Actually, I could be closer. Okay. So left shin up the wall, left arm is high. And we want to think of really reaching and extending here. Porta bra to the side or to the right. Getting that nice side body stretch here. And then opening just from the chest for 8 and 7, 6, squeeze the glutes, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come into your full lunge. We'll just get right into it. Okay, there, there, there. So really think of activating that glute. So forward fold, half split with a flexed foot. Arch back in your wide lunge. Kick the head for 1. Forward fold. Wide extended lunge, arch back for 2. Kick the head. Forward fold, half split with a flexed foot. 3. And forward fold, half split. Arch back in your wide lunge, kick the head for 4. 2 more. Forward fold, half split. Arch back, wide lunge, squeeze the glutes, kick your head. 5. Forward fold, half split. Arch back in your lunge. Squeeze the glutes, kick the head. Good. Slowly come out of that. Very good, very good. Okay. Yes. We are going to just do this at the wall because there's quite a few other things we're going to get into. So we're going to meet with our tummies to the floor. Here, good. Tummies to the floor. If you like, I like to have just a tiny little pillow just at my tummy as a reminder to not dump into my lower back. But for someone like me who tends to over dump in my lower back, we're gonna try to train that out. Okay, and then also a helpful thing is having that block in between the ankles, a block or a water bottle or a book, just something to squeeze onto to cue you to squeeze your glutes. Okay, so I'm just gonna show what this drill is. Okay, so we're here and here. We've got our block in between our ankles if you want. Can be done without it as well. For the first one, we're gonna do just chest up, and your arms can be, sorry, I should have said this. Your arms can be here in an H, but think biceps to ears, right? No chicken wings here or here. Okay, but when we do the chest, our feet stay on the floor. Get over here. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna think of tucking the pelvis under, trying to lift the belly button. So if I didn't have the pillow there, imagine lifting the belly button off the floor, sort of to find that hollow body. So we're gonna do, if your arms are in that infinity, we're gonna do 4 and then switch the grip on 5. Here we go, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, switch the grip, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you can push up to your cobra here, but sink out of those shoulders. We want our shoulders stacked over our elbows. We're sitting up nice and tall, but our pelvis is still tucking. We're still squeezing those glutes. Now we're lifting the legs straight, but not bending the knees yet. Here we go, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, good, good. Now bend the knees. So same thing, we're gonna try to lift the knees off the floor just a little bit. Here we go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's good, right? Okay. Take a quick sip of water. Now, yes, yes, yes. Oh, this one's, yes, this is what we've been preparing for. So this one is a puppy press on the wall, but it's a little bit persnickety. Okay. So you can use a block. You can also use a pillow here, but I'll just show you what the drill is first. I will be using a yoga mat because I like to grab on either side of it. We're gonna curl the toes under, bend the knees, and you might have to adjust how close or far away you are from the wall. Okay. No, none of the, not under your tummy here. I'm gonna show what it is, and then I'll talk about the breakdown of it because it's hard to talk in here. We're thinking of starting with our booties lifted, right? So we're piked at the hips. And now, and don't turn your head from side to side either. Want to keep it forward, looking up. So you're here, you're gonna push into the wall, and you're trying to keep your chest on the floor. So from here, oh my gosh, to there. Shoot. We are just gonna not be able to use this black mat. That's okay. Sorry about this, guys. Ah! Can you see there? Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Here. Chin on the mat. You're gonna push into the mat to lift your lower body, but chest stays down. So now I'm too close. Okay, try it again. And then just bend the knees. Okay, so I'm gonna just talk about that really quick. So, this will be more intense based on how close or far away you are to the wall. And I definitely liked having the yoga mat to grab onto, but not necessary exactly. You can also just do it from a cobra kind of thing, like from here, elbows up and connected to your waist, no chicken wings. Okay, so you'll get a similar result there. And bend the knees. And bend the knees. Now, even if your knees just start to hover, that's amazing. But the shape that we're kind of going for in that position is this, like, it's kind of a handstand shape here. But so if you're in a shoulder stand here, you're kind of trying to go into this position, right? I mean, imagine if my head is looking forward. Essentially, it's a progression or a prep for a chest stand. We're really trying to open up that heart, open up that chest area. And also, all the while, We also don't want to be dumping in the lower back, so thinking of tucking the back, right? And then making sure that you're starting with your hips off the floor. So you're starting from up high, right? We're hovering. Well, I don't want to be that close. There. And then it's just a little straightening of the legs, but the booty also stays lifted. So you're pushing up into that mid back, that upper back. But you can also adjust your distance. I've been really loving that one. I feel like that underbite that I always talk about, that really comes into play here. So just do a couple rounds of that. And we'll kind of move on from that. If you find that you're not feeling any sort of sensation in the front of your neck for that one, put your chin on a block. I did a pillow because we did it last night, and so I'm a little sore in a nice way. But a block here, or even just flat, is also a great little extra bonus. Okay. So now we're gonna meet back on the wall. I'm gonna put the yoga mat on so you can see it a little better. Sorry. Here. There. Yeah, you can see now. Okay. Okay, so now you'll want a pillow, a block, and your loop. I found that this one wasn't long enough. But essentially, I wanted to work your bow position. So we're gonna start with just one leg at a time on the wall. Shins up the wall here. So for this one, you can use a pillow, but if you would prefer, and if you have blocks or a book or something, this is kind of a moment where I really like to use the block house. We all know I love the block house. Okay. Block house is one block sideways. We're creating a little ramp for your chest to give you a little extra lift without focusing too hard on the strength of it. We can really focus on what the legs are doing and what the shoulders are doing. Okay, so we're here. Get those knees and shins up the wall. Okay. And if you are making a block house or a book house, you want just the first rib at the top of the block. Here. Okay. And I did take my loop out, but I'm just gonna hold it with one arm. So we're really thinking of gluing our bicep to our ear here. I'm kind of curling my toe under to keep the band. And I'm thinking of squeezing my glutes the whole time. Here. Now you can grab it with the other hand if you have a block house. If you don't have a block house, center the opposite hand here. Okay? So we're gonna try to pull up and lower. I wanna come a tiny bit further away. Sorry, tiny bit further away. Okay. But what we're mostly focused on here is what the arms are doing. Must be glued to your bicep for this. Okay? And then the other foot stays on the wall. So here we go, lift for 4, lower, 3, lower, 2, lower, 1, lower. Now stay here, try to get that loop on your other foot. Good. Maybe you have to readjust. There. Yes. Okay, curl those toes. We're lifting the right leg, but the arms are staying glued to your ears. We're lifting for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, come out of that. We're gonna come away from the wall for both legs. And maybe you want a pillow here, maybe you don't. I want to take my loop or band around both ankles. Here and here. But again, oh, actually I would like you to see what my arms are doing. So I'm going to go more this way. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Elbows forward. Here. Never ever here. We're gluing them forward. Essentially, you're pinching your head with your arms, with your biceps. Okay, we're gonna lift and then take a tiny little rock for 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're trying to pull the legs forward so you can pull down with your arms, down, but not to the side, right? So the elbows are thinking of down and up, pulling it down and up, down and up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good, good, good. Slowly come out of that for a moment. Come to your back, bring your knees to your chest here, and give yourself a little rock. Round out that spine. Okay, good. I wanted to do a bridge on the wall, but I just have one more shoulder drill before we get into that. So you're gonna want the band, but in a loop now. And we're gonna go from a stand. Okay? Oh, sorry. So you're in a loop. Again, shoulder width apart. So we're going back to that pretty narrow loop. Here, maybe that's too narrow. Yeah. What time? Yeah, we have time. We have time. We're just gonna do 2 rounds of this. Just 2. So you want the band on your elbows here. Block or book or something in the hand, but don't grab it like this. We want the base of your palm on the outside or the side of whatever you're holding to keep the hands shoulder width apart. Okay, so from the wall, yeah. Okay, we're gonna start pretty close to the wall here. We're gonna lift our elbows up with bent. We're bent here. If you can, get your head in front of your band, but you can keep a nice bend here. Oh, of course. So get your head in front of the band here and keep a nice bend in your elbows. Start relatively close to the wall until you make full contact with your block or whatever you're using. From there, keep the contact with your block. You're gonna walk your feet out further away from the wall, but think of tucking the pelvis under. As we walk out, we can now start to think of straightening our elbows and trying to find our block with our heads. Okay. And then if you feel comfortable from there, walking the block down. And back up, but only walk the block down as far as you think you'll be able to come back up. Right, stay safe, everyone. Just one quick one. So here, bend. Start really, really close to the wall, just so that you're nice and stable. You have a good starting position. But tuck the pelvis under. Walk out a bit. Now you can start to straighten the arms and try to find your block with your head. And then start to walk the block down. And back up. Oh my gosh. So I think we might have to pause on the wheels for today because I would like to give a nice little healthy cool down. But all of that is just so important for anything in our back flexibility, right? Our shoulders are so important. As soon as we start doing this, that's when injuries start happening. So it's really good that we worked on those shoulders today, shoulders and elbows. But let's give ourselves a little cool down here. Here. So we're gonna meet in a plow. Here. Okay, take the toes up over the head. So from here, play around with flexing the feet and pointing and finding compression. Flexing the feet, pointing and finding compression, and then go back to your flex. And now play around with what the arching of your back does and what the tucking of your pelvis does. You find that if you tuck it, it suddenly lengthens your spine and you have so much more space. There versus there. Maybe play around with bending of the knees. Whatever feels really nice. Some love taps. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come out. You can flex your feet here for a little happy baby. Yeah. Rock back and forth here. And meet up. Let's go to our tummies. Just kind of give some love to those shoulders. Want arms to a T. This should just be gentle, not overly flexy. Bend the left foot. Try to meet that right hand. Maybe bring the left hand with it. Try to poke that knee down. But it should be nice. Another side. There. And other side. And slowly come out there. Push back into your child's pose. Couple love taps. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Bye. Happy Friday. Thank you.
Recording stopped.